Ted Williams joins us right now because it occurs at the time, Ted, that we're going to get more details on the culprit behind that attack on a Goldman Sachs worker on a train on Sunday, who was indiscriminately shot. He turned himself in today. We're going to learn a little bit more about how that all happened, why he might have done this, and why turning himself in right now. And now this Texas shooting as well. Disparate incidents, very, very different conditions, but still a reminder, crime, out of control. What do you think?
Absolutely. Let me, if I could, just address the Uvalde's, Texas shooting at the elementary school, where they've said that as of now it's being reported that at least 2 are dead, meaning students, and at least 14 are wounded. It is my understanding that this all started with the Border Patrol. The Border Patrol was chasing after this guy. This guy got to the elementary school and opened fire at the elementary school, which is very sad in and of itself there. I can also tell you, when it comes to the New York situation, this is such a tragedy. This man, Daniel Enriquez, was on the subway on his way to a brunch. This guy, Andrew Abdullah, 25 years old, a career criminal, was pacing back and forth, and it is alleged that he pulled a gun, shot this man, Enriquez, in the chest, and then rushed off the subway, gave the gun to a vagrant upstairs. The vagrant then, unfortunately, sold the gun to a third party for $10, and then that third party turned it in to the police. Crime, unfortunately, right now, all over this country is just off the chart. Just so sad that these incidents are happening.
You know, in the New York incident, we know he turned himself in. We know apparently he wasn't targeting this guy. It was indiscriminate. Maybe authorities will update us. But there's even been talk by Merrick Adams that maybe we need magnetometers, something that would show or indicate as you enter train whether you're carrying a gun. I don't know where this goes, but that we keep having certainly these incidents in subway stations, to say nothing of what's happening above ground in the streets where crime is at multi-year highs. I mean, this is getting out of control and beyond senseless now.
It absolutely is. And I think what is needed is more law enforcement officers. And I want to make sure I'm clear. I didn't say less. I mean more law enforcement officers to saturate these neighborhoods, to saturate the subway system. It was only, Neil, about a month ago that we had 10 people shot in the subway system. Crime is off the chart in New York. I agree with the sister, by the way, of Eric Enrique. I stand to be corrected when I say Eric. It's Dave Enrique, when she spoke out and said that citizens just cannot feel safe in the city of New York at this immediate time.
We are learning that this alleged shooter, Andrew Abdullah, 25 years old, had 2 open criminal cases in New York City. One in Brooklyn, we understand, Ted, for a separate incident stemming from an April 24th vehicle theft, and the other from an alleged assault in Manhattan a couple of years ago. So he had a long track record and was obviously released in both of these prior incidents, if we're to believe these early reports. What do you make of that?
Neil, that is what's frustrating the citizens of New York. Before the ink is dry on these arrests, these criminals, these bottom feeders, they're back out on the street. The question that needs to be answered with this guy, Andrew Abdullah, is why was he out back on the streets of New York? Again, since 2015. This guy's been arrested over 19 times there in that city. And here it is, he's on a subway with a gun where he shoots this man in an unprovoked shooting there on Sunday. Just a sad situation.
He turned himself in. You don't see that all the time because he was well covered and unrecognizable in this hoodie and these other things that police were trying to track down. What do you make of that?
Well, it's the way he turned himself in. From what I've been told is that he came to the station with a minister in a Rolls Royce. It is my understanding that he was trying, meeting Abdullah, to negotiate that he turned himself into the mayor, Eric Adams, there in the city, and that did not happen. The fact about it is, at some stage or another, you're going to probably hear that this guy was mentally ill. But he wasn't mentally ill enough to shoot this guy. He wasn't mentally ill enough to run up to the subway, to the top of the station. He wasn't mentally ill enough where he would give the gun to somebody else and he didn't uncover himself. So I'm simply saying the citizens in New York and all over this country is frustrated with these violent killings. And all we need to do now, Neil, is look at Uvalde, Texas, where some kids, Neil, are not going home to their family tonight. And then you've got other kids who are in the hospital as a result of gun violence.
Yeah, it's beyond incredible, and especially in the instance with these children. They're just kids. They're in grade school. No rhyme or reason for any of it. Ted, I always regret we have to get together on circumstances like this, but I'm grateful for your insight nevertheless. Ted Williams, following all of that.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.